Hi, and welcome to Healthy Living. Wow, this is a special edition, and I am very proud to be with my two favorite people right now, Jeremy Clark, CEO of Hilton Head Regional Healthcare. Thank you. And Patrick Snowman, thank you very much for joining us. It's really interesting, and we were just talking before we got started, how technology is reshaping the way we do business. Jeremy.
Yeah, it really is, and you know, I hope that if there's a silver lining in this whole situation, if there's something good to come out of it, I hope that we're all able to embrace technology more to interact with each other and ultimately in our world to receive healthcare and improve health of our community. So it's great to see it really taking off.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you about a couple of different things. And I think the way we're going to do this, if it's okay with you all, is we've got two 11-minute segments. And I'll just kind of interact with both of you and mix and match. And please feel free to jump in. And Jeremy, I'm going to ask you first. I think within the community, this is something none of us have experienced. So there's fear and there's apprehension, there's hope, there's optimism. We watch the news, and I think the anxiety and stress builds. Can you share with us a little bit about how you all are managing that from a communication standpoint and outside in the community?
Sure, great question, and I think you hit on it. There is a lot of fear in the community about this, both nationally and locally as well. This is something that's new to us, something that's new to everyone. You know, one of the ways to combat this fear is by focusing on the facts. And, you know, there are a lot of great sites out there. The two probably most reputable sites are the CDC website and the WHHI website. Both have great information where you can really focus on the facts and really get true information as to what's going on. And we believe
is that the way you all do your information gathering too, is looking at those sites?
It is, and locally it's more WHHI focused, but getting guidance from the CDC. I mean, both are great information sources and help us keep us up to date with the latest guidance on all the different things that we're doing.
So to protect the community, and I think both of you can take this question, and Dr. Snowman and Jeremy, for you also, is what do you all do and what can we do as a community to protect ourselves?
I think, you know, I'll start, and Dr. Snowman, maybe you can pick it up from there. You know, one of the most important things I think we can do is listen to our local and state and national leaders and abide by those warnings to stay inside. You know, only travel when you really absolutely have to. Use social distancing, keep your distance from others, wear a cloth face covering if you go in public and can't guarantee that you're going to be 6 feet away. So all of these things are great. I love the pattern choice.
Well, got to match your outfit.
That's right. It looks good. So, you know, follow all these rules. And then, you know, if you do think you have symptoms, you know, you can go online to our website, HiltonHeadRegional.com. We've got an assessment that the individuals can take to learn more about their symptoms and determine, you know, should they go see a physician? Is this something more serious? So do as much as you can in the safety of your own home, away from others, and try to stay safe that way. Dr. Snowman, what are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, Jeremy, I agree with everything you just said. I might put a finer point on a couple of issues. One is, there's no doubt now, I think we've seen it all over the country, that social distancing, being more than 6 feet apart, is really critically important. And now I think we understand that advising everyone to wear a mask or a face covering, a bandana, a cotton mask, a scarf, anything that you can wear that's going to cover your nose and mouth is going to do a great deal to protect any droplets that are coming out of your nose and mouth when you talk, let alone sneeze or cough. But just breathing and talking releases some of those droplets. And the problem is that up to 50% and maybe more of people that are carrying the virus, which is in this community right now, are carrying the virus and not having symptoms. So you feel perfectly well. There's no way you could have the virus. Why would I wear a mask? Wrong. You may very well have the virus and not have symptoms, which is wonderful for you. But when you go out in public and you don't either social distance or cover your face, then you're unfortunately spreading those tiny viral droplets to others around you. And the other point is that when you're spreading those droplets, they're landing on surfaces in front of you, whether it's your keyboard or the floor or a countertop or a handle. And so, first of all, frequent cleaning of those surfaces is very important. But also, it just bears in mind that it isn't just people talking that are going to potentially spread the virus. It's other people touching those surfaces that are contaminated and then touching their face. So let's all get really good at being mindful of not touching our face with our hands and washing our hands frequently. So I think those are the 2 points I really wanted to drive home.
I think the hardest thing and the takeaway for all of us is, I don't know about you all, but I feel like I am much more mindful of, and all my kids are teaching me how to happy birthday and wash my hands. And you all do it routinely without even thinking about it. And I think it's amazing how those simple things work. I brought products, Dr. Snowman, disinfectant wipes. I have some Lysol. I have hand sanitizers. And I really was curious as to, and I showed Jeremy this, I even have my new belt buckle. That's a good social distancer, right? But when you're talking about the virus and symptoms, good old-fashioned soap and water, we've got a lot of these disinfectants, and I know there's runs on the grocery store for things like that. But what is your feeling on just the good old soap and water, taking showers, washing your hair, and just general cleanliness to avert the signs and symptoms?
And is that directed towards me, Debbie?
Yes, that's you. Yes.
Because, Jeremy knows this information as well, because it is not complicated, and everything you said is absolutely accurate. Mm-hmm. That hand sanitizers work very well as long as you use the same principles that you do when you're using soap and water. It takes time and it takes thorough covering of all the surfaces of your hands to inactivate the virus. Mm-hmm. And likewise, those commercially available products that you showed are perfectly fine. We have industrial type disinfectant wipes in the hospital, but those over-the-counter wipes are also virucidal and will do the trick. The important thing is frequency and thoroughness.
And to that point, Jeremy, one of the things I wanted to ask you was, within the hospital, what do you all do specifically to protect your employees and the patients that are there also?
So we're doing a lot right now, and I'll start with the cloth face coverings, and I would just echo Dr. Snowman's and your advice on that, because it does a couple of things. It protects you, it protects others in your immediate vicinity, but it also saves the surgical mask and the N95s for the caregivers who are really on the front lines. And as everyone knows, there's a nationwide shortage of those right now. And so the more that collectively we do to help preserve those, I think the better it is for our community and our society. But we're also doing things such as just limiting the number of people in the hospital. So we've really postponed elective cases where a delay would not impact a patient's health. We have eliminated all visiting hours, with only a few exceptions. Everyone who enters the hospital right now will be screened for their any respiratory conditions. They'll be asked about their travel history, and their temperature is being taken as well. And all of this is really designed to keep our patients safe, keep our employees safe, keep our physicians safe as well. So that's where it all starts, is keeping them safe, so that if a surge of patients come, we'll be able to handle it and take good care of them.
One of the things that you shared in the first question that I asked you was your website and taking an assessment of signs and symptoms. Can you elaborate on that a little bit for us?
Sure. It's a really easy tool to use, and it's a chatbot technology, which is being employed in a lot of different industries right now. But it really walks you through your symptoms and can give you advice as to where you need to, as to what you need to do next. Mm-hmm. And so in addition to that tool on the website, we also do have telehealth options, so you can contact the physician and talk to them via our website. So that's good as well. So again, these are designed to help you understand what's going on with yourself without having to leave your home, without having to potentially expose others to the virus or expose yourself to it.
I tell you what we're going to do, Jeremy Clark. and Dr. Snowman, Patrick Snowman. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to talk more about this amazing time here in the Low Country. Stay with us. We'll be right back on Healthy Living.